Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chimera and welcome back to another video. And today I want to talk about why Ganyu is a must-have in your cryo team. First, I want to talk about her kit, what's the best artifact for her, and the best team that you can use her in. And I'll give you my thoughts about her towards the end. Ganyu is a 5-star cryo bow user. Her special quirk is ability to charge her shots twice. When she fires an arrow, it does AoE cryo damage. Her elemental skill allows her to jump back and leaves an ice lotus that taunts the enemies, and when it's destroyed deals AoE cryo damage. Her elemental burst creates an AoE field that summons ice shards that fall from the sky. The best artifact set for Ganyu is hands down the cryo artifacts, which increases her crit rate when the enemies are affected by cryo. It's perfect for her because her crit rate is increased when she levels up. So let's talk about her best team. We're going to start off with her best support. Xingqiu is one of the best supports in the game and he's included in Ganyu's banner. He has a lot of utility which allows him to reduce damage and even heal. Also, his elemental burst works great with ranged characters and allows Ganyu to proc freeze on enemies. Let's move on to her cryo resonance, which allows her to increase her crit rate against enemies that are frozen or affected by cryo by 15%. There are two characters that I recommend, and that is Chi-Chi and Diona. There are two reasons to choose them, mainly because there really aren't that many great ranged cryo supports. Also because Chi-Chi and Diona are few of the best healers in the game, and having them being healers allows you to choose better sub DPSs. For the last character on her team, I would recommend two elements, and that is Hydro and Geo. The main reason for this is because you want to freeze enemies as often as possible, and creating elemental reactions reduces that, especially when you're using a pyro character. And this is the reason why I would not go with Bennett, especially if you're not going with elemental reactions like Melt. Let's start out with Hydro. The two best characters are Mono and Child. They allow you to create Hydro Resonance with Xingqiu, which allows you to increase your healing by 30%. I would use Mono as a sub DPS, while Child can be used as a main DPS or a sub DPS. I would most likely use Child in close range, while leaving the long range for Ganyu. For the Geo characters, I would recommend Albedo and Zhongli. Albedo is a great AoE DPS, and his elemental skill is a big AoE which allows you to use ranged characters, while Zhongli allows you to create shields and reduce their elemental resistance in update 1.3. I would recommend two teams. The first team I would go with is Ganyu, Diona, Xingqiu, and Child for the Hydro Resonance. The second team is Ganyu, Chi-Chi, Xingqiu, and Albedo. I recommend the second team because it will be really hard for the enemies to actually kill you, and Albedo's utility complements Ganyu's downsides perfectly. You guys might be wondering why these teams are so expensive. The main reason for this is I feel like Ganyu is a character created for the whales, because she becomes insane when you have more constellations of her. So let me talk a bit about her. First, I don't think that she is worth rolling for unless you're a whale. Then go for it. Also, her banner is quite bad. Many of the 4-star characters are quite lackluster compared to Albedo's banner. Also, Ganyu isn't the best DPS compared to characters like Diluc. Also, her main damage comes from her charged shots. And if you're not using mouse and keyboard, it's really hard to use aimed shots. Last thing is, bow users have a hard time dealing with multiple enemies and in close range, which is quite difficult to avoid in this game because most enemies charge at you and they're always grouped up. So let me recap my thoughts about her. The reason that I don't recommend her is because her utility, her usability, and her capability just not up to par compared to DPSs like Diluc. So if you guys did enjoy this video or thought it was helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos. And if you disagree with my thoughts about Ganyu, please leave a comment and explain why. Thank you so much for watching, peace out, and let me catch you next time.